Hello, my friends. I'm Pastor Michael for those of you that are just joining my YouTube channel. And for those of you that have subscribed to my channel, welcome back. In this video, what I'm going to be doing is an actual consulting session with my wife. I'm going to consult her into what it means to find the purpose in your life. My friends, we ask this question many times, and we ask it in two different scenarios. Number one is, what is the purpose for me going through this trial or this struggle or this storm in my life? The second one is, how do I find the purpose for my life? I'm living this life. What is my purpose as I go? So we're going to be talking about the second question is, what is my life purpose? To help us understand that, I'm going to be asking 5 questions with my wife. We're going to be discussing it, and I want you to join us. Well, my friends, this is my wife, Michelle, if you haven't met her yet. So what I'm going to be doing, my friends, I'm going to be doing an actual consulting session with her. I'm the consultant. She's going to be the consultee. We're going to be talking about 5 questions to help you folks find your life purpose, as well as Michelle giving me feedback or questions about the questions that I'm going to ask her. So before I get started with the questions, I'm going to read a little paragraph off of my page here so you all understand where I'm at. And I want you to remember, the reason that I read my stuff is because of the disability that I have. I can't remember to read it and then look back at you and then read it and look back at you. I wouldn't be able to make a video that way. So let's get started here. We're going to be asking and talking about 5 different questions about finding your life purpose, okay? So why is it so hard to find our life purpose? I want to talk about that first. So why is it so hard to find our life purpose?
We need direction, for sure.
So would you say that finding our life purpose helps us to find our direction? All right. There certainly is no short supply of problems in this world that need solving. There is no limit to the number of people whom we can help or inspire or support. There is no cap on the number of passions we could pursue. Yet, our life purpose often feels just out of view. There are many reasons why you may not know your life purpose. Sometimes it's because the world's problems seem too big, or we seem too small. Okay? Or maybe we are just exhausted from life and don't know where we'll find the energy to fight for what really matters to us. But finding and living our purpose is key to having a meaningful, fulfilling life. So I certainly strive to help people insert purpose into their lives. So my friends, if I was going to be consulting you in a consulting session, I would have my notes in front of me, but my purpose would be to give you an already made plan to follow, a path to follow, a map to follow so you can get there, okay? So the first questions that I'm going to ask, and my wife and I are going to talk about that, is question number 1, what drives you? So what drives you forward to do the things that you do in your life?
Well, I love to help people. And, like, for example, I'll go over to my parents' house and go clean their house and surprise them. And I love the reaction after I'm done. That just gives me a good feeling inside.
Okay. So one way to find your purpose is to ask yourself, what pain or injustice or unhappiness have you witnessed that you just can't live with?
Wait, read it one more time.
One way to find your purpose is to ask yourself, what pain or injustice or unhappiness have you witnessed that you just can't live with?
A lot, actually.
Can you give our viewers an idea what that might be? Pain or injustice or unhappiness in the world that you have witnessed.
Where do I begin?
Keep it brief. We want to keep this under 20 minutes.
Well, I just had some struggles in my past that I'm still dealing with. I just keep praying to Jesus to help me, or give me. I pray to Jesus to give me ideas and guidance, to help me through my pain and injustice.
Is there anything that touches you so deeply that it drives you? Let me insert that often a powerful purpose can come from a powerful pain. So have you felt a powerful pain that you don't like to the point that it drives you forward with purpose?
Yeah. Is that kind of like where you learn from your mistakes?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You don't want to do it again?
So have you made some mistakes that you don't want to live with, my friends? Have you made some mistakes that drive pain into your heart? That could be a form of finding your purpose, is to be able to work through your pain in order to find out what your life purpose is. Question number 2. What energizes you? So let me read this first and then we'll go back and we'll talk over it. I learned that you can burn out your life purpose if your purpose is in the wrong ways that deplete rather than energize you. So you understand the difference between depleting and energizing, right? It's something that takes away from your passion and your desire and your hunger and your thirst to keep going, okay? That's what depletes you. But we want to find something that energizes us to keep us going. It is not enough to know the problem you want to solve. You have to think carefully about the way you want to solve it. So to understand that question, what energizes you, let's think about a problem that is within your family. Let's say with your children, there's a problem that you want to solve. Let's talk about that briefly, a problem that energizes you. Your kids should be your number one priority in your life as a mother, right? Mm-hmm. Let's talk briefly about an issue that Chris is her son's name, and let's just say that he's having struggles with his girlfriend right now. So what energizes you to find your purpose in order to help your son Chris to deal with that? And let's just keep it simple so we don't indulge too much information.
Well, he'll call me and just be upset because his girlfriend is doing this or that. And what energizes me is, I tell him, I don't want to tell you what to do, but I will be here for guidance, and
So would you say one of your driving purposes is to help your kids be the best that they can be?
Yeah.
Do you think that's a good purpose for a mother?
Yes, because I don't want them to make the same mistakes as I did.
Yeah, we make a lot of mistakes. Would you say that your daughters have pain in their life that you see as a purpose that you want to go and help ease that pain that they're feeling as well?
But another struggle is if they want to listen. They don't want to listen.
That's a big one. Kids don't always want to listen to mom or dad's advice.
They don't think that we've ever experienced that, even though we tell them our stories. They have their own minds.
So other than your kids and your parents, what else energizes you when you, rather than deplete you?
Energizes me?
Like the Energizer Buddy, you put those batteries in and that bunny keeps going?
Well, I like to do yard work, so it kind of gives me peace in my mind, so that energizes me.
How about crafts? Tell them a little bit about your crafts, and maybe tell them about the YouTube channel that you're thinking about started. That could be her life purpose that you folks should know about. So tell them a little bit about that purpose, and why would you want to create a Michelle's Creative YouTube channel?
Well, I've been watching some YouTube stuff, and I was thinking, hey, I can try it. So I like to do crafts. I like to make walking sticks. I like to use my Dremel. I like to color. I like to video my cats. So, if anybody else can do it, why can't I?
So I just heard you say cats, so your cats could probably energize you a lot, right?
Oh, yeah. Never a dull moment.
Yeah. Let's look at question 3 here. What are you willing to sacrifice to fulfill your purpose? So I want to read the points of interest underneath this question, then we're going to talk about it. Often I think I want to do something, but I don't end up following through or putting in the work required to succeed. I assigned that whatever it wasn't really important enough for me to sacrifice to pursue it. So let's say that you want to start a YouTube channel, okay? What are you willing to sacrifice in order to start your YouTube channel?
Kind of a tough one.
It is a tough one.
What am I willing to sacrifice? My time?
Yeah, sacrificing time is a big thing, right? Folks, when I do my YouTube channel, it takes to do 2 videos a week. It takes me probably 4 days to do 2 videos a week because I have to film it, I have to edit it, and then I have to upload it. But there's a lot that goes on before I start filming. I have to research it, and I have to ask Jesus to speak to my heart through God to say, okay, what do you want me to work on? So that's a purpose that I have that drives me forward, okay? This willingness to sacrifice doesn't end when I took psychology classes. I worked relentlessly to the point of burnout. Okay, I'm going to talk about burnout for a minute. We celebrated 100 videos just the other day, and now I probably got 5 more made past that. It's easy to get burned out on the things that drive us to things that we want to pursue in our life. So we've got to be able to find a focus on pursuing something in our life till we can find that purpose. Because it's easy to get burned out, don't you think?
You need to keep yourself inspired.
Now, I'm not recommending that you sacrifice to the point of burnout, okay? All I'm saying is that when you find something that you are willing to sacrifice a lot for, you know that you found your purpose. So what is it that you are willing to sacrifice in order to achieve that purpose in your life? Let's talk about that a little bit. So let's talk about what sacrifice means. What do you think sacrifice means?
Give up.
To give something up to pursue something else, right? Mm-hmm. So what things could you give up, let's say, to create a YouTube channel?
I can give up sleeping in.
No comment on that, my friends.
I just gotta make it a point in my mind to get it done.
Yeah. You know? So, question number 4, my friends, is a big question. And I'm going to say this. You want to start a YouTube channel? Who do you want to help?
Friends and family.
Friends and family. To find your life purpose, ask yourself, who do you want to help? There are many ways to chip away at the same problem, and it's up to you to find out why you want to help. By figuring out the specific person or people you want to help, you can more easily find your purpose. My friends, I'm gonna comment on my own life purpose. My life purpose is to help people find purpose and meaning in their life by giving them a mission to follow. A lot of people, they come to a place in their life where they find hardships and struggles hard to jump over those hurdles in their life. I want to give people a purpose and a mission and a way to work through those things without it causing so much pain in their life that it brings them down, leads them to depression, or leads them to suicide. I don't like that idea, and I'm doing everything I can in my power to help people. Okay? So you want to start a YouTube channel. Specifically, who do you want to help when you're thinking about starting the kind of YouTube channel that you want to do?
I want to help?
Yeah.
Well, I'd love to make people laugh and smile. So, I just want to help everyone or whoever wants to be part of my little plan.
That's cool, because the next question is how you want to help them. So how do you want to help people with your YouTube channel?
Well, different things. I want to show them, that I'm who I am and, like what I do on the side instead of, just me, because a lot of my family don't even know what I do.
That you're doing these crafts and stuff.
Yeah, a lot of my family don't even know I make walking sticks.
So my friends, in order to have you guys understand this and to understand question 5, I'm going to ask a couple more questions. Number 1 is ask yourself, what do you love to do?
Crafts. I love a lot of things.
Okay.
I love to be with my husband. I'm a really easygoing person, and I'm a loving person. So not that hard.
Would you say that the things that you love to do are a passion in your life?
Very much.
Now, here's a big question. How do you apply this passion to your purpose?
How do I apply this passion to my purpose?
So you love to do the crafts. You want to help people by giving them inspiration. You want to encourage them. You want to make them smile. You want to take a little bit of break in their hardness in their life by the things that they're enduring, the storms in their life, their everyday, worrying about the bills, worrying about what the kids are doing, worrying about the health, worrying about this, worrying about that. So when they watch your creative channel videos,
maybe it's just like kind of what I want to achieve is like maybe an escape for their minds just for a little bit, just to relax or laugh or whatever I put on YouTube.
that's pretty cool, isn't it, my friends? To find your purpose, you need to figure out how you can best use your passions and skills to achieve your unique goals and solve your unique problems. So let's take it one step further. You enjoy doing crafts, making walking sticks, coloring, videotaping the fun things that our cats do. Let's talk about how that brings you peace and calmness, and tell them about that.
How it brings me peace and calmness. Well, if I can do my part to, get people to know me better, or if I can just have them smile or laugh, that would bring me peace in my heart.
Okay. So now, my friends, I'm going to close this video out, and I'm going to talk about how we can take those steps to finding our life purpose. Finding your life purpose is a long life journey. We don't get there just by saying, okay, I'm going to have this purpose in my life. So it's a long life journey that you're going to follow to find your purpose. It's okay to take it one step at a time. It's normal to pause and reevaluate regularly, and it's okay to feel overwhelmed. Nothing worth doing is easy, and this will not always be easy. Okay, so finding our life purpose is not always going to be easy, but creating a YouTube channel to show crafts is not the driving life purpose that we want as a married couple. Our driving force as a married couple for our purpose is to build up and edify those people around us. That's a pretty big thing, right? You will encounter frustrations and challenges along the way. Someday you'll throw your hands in the air in defeat and say, I don't want to do this ever again. But then you'll remember question one. You'll drive to solve this problem, and for some reason, you won't let yourself give up. Life is like that, my friends. We get to a point that we don't want to give up. I created this YouTube channel in, I guess my channel says in 2011. So when I started creating a website, I wanted to make videos to put on my website, heart-to-heart Refinement Ministries.org, for you people that don't know that yet. So, and when I got to the first of 2020, God says go full-time on YouTube. And so once I started doing that, I went from like 16 videos to now up to about 108, 109, somewhere in there. So sometimes we get to a purpose or a place that we don't want to do that. And sometimes God has to reveal our purpose to us, okay?
But how do people recognize when he's trying to communicate? Even if they don't believe, or how does that work?
I think that people will understand when God is trying to speak to their heart by pulling on their heartstrings, by showing them little signals or signs along the way that they should be doing something. Okay, so you have a passion for doing this or doing that. So your number one passion is to your children, to help your children be the best that they can be. And I think that's a very good purpose for any parent out there, especially a mother that comes from of a divorced background such as you have. And your children need to understand what positiveness is plus stability. They need to see that. So that's a life purpose that we can give to our children, is to show them the stability and the purpose that we have to step forward in faith to follow Jesus Christ to the heart of God. Okay?
How would you, like, if someone came up to you, male or female, and needed some counseling, but
consulting. I don't do counseling, by the way, my friends.
I'm sorry, consulting. And if they just wanted to give up, and they've been on drugs and alcohol, and they just need help, and they're begging you to help, or for guidance in their life.
When you mean give up what? Give up their life, give up their addiction? Define giving up.
Like suicidal.
If somebody is suicidal, first of all, I'd ask them if they want to find a life purpose and they want to find a mission. I would ask them how bad they're hurting, and if they know other people that are hurting just as bad as they are. Because when we can find other people that are feeling what we're feeling, we have an opportunity to rise up out of our pain and the things that we feel and help other people. What's the first thing that we need to know, my friends, to help other people? What is the first thing? If you're feeling to a point that you're so deep into drugs and alcohol that you're considering suicide, you come up to me and I say, hey, you need to find a purpose in your life to be able to help other people in spite of what you're feeling. What's the first thing that you would need to do?
Well, open your mind and just be there. Take
the time to work through my program and find a way to get past what you're feeling?
Yeah.
Okay. So I have a little paragraph here I'd like to read in closing. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me or talk to them about or anything? We're talking about our life purpose right now. Okay?
I think that's it.
And you realize that when I first did my introduction to this video, I talked to my friends about two different questions that we asked. The first one was, what is the purpose for this happening in my life? What is the purpose for this happening in my life? This storm that I'm dealing with, this battle that I'm dealing with, this rage that I'm dealing with. There's a purpose for that, right? Okay, but in this scenario, we're saying, what is our life purpose? Our life purpose is to find out what means the most to us so we can find a mission to go out and fulfill that mission. Okay? My friends, in order to find out what your life purpose is, you need to understand what your values are. You need to find out your core value, okay? So I did a video that talks about core values, and I'd like you to watch that right now. But in closing, what I'd like to do, my friends, is I would like to suggest that you go back and watch the video you see on the screen now. It will help identify the core values that you will need to accomplish your life purpose.
Well, I'd like to ask you, if we're done, if we can just hold hands and pray for our friends and us and our children and our world right now. If we can just say a prayer for everybody.
Can we encourage our viewers, if they're watching, to put a prayer request down and say that they watched our video to the end and this is their prayer request?
Yep.
And then when we do another video together, we'll pray over their prayer requests?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Father God in heaven, I just thank you for the opportunity to make this video on what our life purpose is. My Father, I ask that you show the viewers what their life purpose is. And I ask that you help them to find a plan to reach out to me to say, Pastor Michael, I could use some help to find my life purpose. Would you work with me, Pastor Michael? Father, I ask that you be a blessing and a presence in our children's life. Between the two of us, we have 5 children, Father. We would like to give them a life purpose that has you in the middle of that, Father. So we ask that you help guide us and direct us and speak into their life, Father, as they get out of the teenage years and grow up into adulthood, Father. Father, I'd like to pray for my friends that are watching this video right now, Father. And for those that are struggling to find their life purpose, Father, I ask that they reach out after watching this video. If they have any questions, if they have any concerns, or if they need assistance, to reach out and say, hey, Pastor Michael, will you help me? These things I do ask and pray in Jesus' precious name. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you for watching, my friends. May God bless you. May his face shine upon you, and may Jesus always bring you joy. I'll see you in the next video.